Under the glowing lights of Riyadh, the tennis world is poised to witness the opening contest of this year's WTA Finals, a tournament that annually gathers the elite of women's tennis to compete in one final, defining stage. This year, the focus is immediately drawn to a clash of generations and styles. Madison Keys, the resilient American and 2025 Australian Open champion, takes on IGA Swiatek, the Polish powerhouse and 2023 WTA Finals winner. The anticipation is palpable, not just because both players are Grand Slam champions, but because their paths have intertwined multiple times across the globe, producing matches of intensity, drama, and raw emotion. As the players warm up on the courts of Riyadh, fans and analysts alike are already dissecting form, historical encounters, and tactical nuances to predict how this opening match might unfold. The stakes are high. Both players are eager to start the WTA Finals on a strong note, to establish momentum in Group Serena Williams, and to assert their authority over the year-end championship. For Madison Keys, the journey to Riyadh has been one of redemption, triumph, and persistence. Returning to the WTA Finals 9 years after her debut, Keys brings with her the hard-earned confidence of a Grand Slam champion. Her victory at the Australian Open earlier this year was not merely a trophy, it was a testament to her perseverance. 8 years had passed since she faced fellow American Sloane Stephens in the 2017 U.S. Open final, and the intervening years were filled with near misses, heartbreaks, and moments that tested her resilience. Yet at Melbourne Park in 2025, Keys overcame every obstacle in her path. She defeated 3 former Grand Slam champions, Elena Rybakina, IGA Swiatek, and Aryna Sabalenka, on the way to lifting the trophy. Her win over Swiatek in the semifinals was particularly dramatic. Saving a match point and prevailing in a tense, high-pressure environment, Keys demonstrated not only technical skill, but a mental toughness that has often been her distinguishing characteristic. Following that, defeating Sabalenka in the final was an achievement of monumental significance. She had toppled the reigning powerhouse of women's tennis on hard courts, proving that her Australian Open title was not a fluke, but the result of consistent excellence, preparation, and competitive grit. That victory also granted Keys the historical distinction of surpassing Amy Frazier's previous record for the longest gap between WTA Finals appearances, highlighting her longevity and ability to remain competitive at the highest level. Now, as she steps onto the court in Riyadh, Keys seeks to translate her hard-earned experience and recent triumph into a winning start against a familiar yet formidable opponent. Her aggressive style, characterized by powerful baseline strokes, deep penetrating shots, and a serve capable of dictating rallies, remains a critical weapon. However, the challenge lies in her match fitness and competitive rhythm. Keys has not competed in any significant event since her early round exit at the U.S. Open, which raises questions about her readiness for the high-stakes environment of the finals. Motivation may not be in doubt. A champion of her caliber is unlikely to step onto a year-end stage without the desire to prove herself. But physical sharpness and consistency will be crucial against a player of Swiatek's caliber. IGA Swiatek, on the other side of the net, brings a different yet equally formidable set of strengths to this opening encounter. The Polish superstar, who claimed the WTA Finals title in 2023, enters Riyadh with the experience of competing in high-pressure tournaments and the confidence of multiple Grand Slam triumphs. Her 2025 season has been a narrative of adaptation, resilience, and moments of brilliance interspersed with challenges. While she experienced setbacks in Beijing and Wuhan and lost her French Open dominance to Sabalenka in the semifinals, Swiatek has rebounded in style on grass, notably capturing the Wimbledon title and nearly completing the Bad Homburg-Wimbledon double before Jessica Pegula prevented her at the former event. This demonstrates her ability to maintain a high level across surfaces, adapt to different conditions, and remain mentally focused throughout a grueling season. In addition, titles in Cincinnati and Seoul, coupled with a quarterfinal showing at the U.S. Open, where she was ousted by Amanda Anisimova, have solidified her credentials for the year-end tournament. Entering Riyadh with a 61-15 win-loss record for the season, Swiatek arrives in contrasting form to her position last year, having resolved coaching transitions, addressed the aftermath of a failed doping test, and overcome mid-season inconsistencies. Analyzing the head-to-head record between the two players provides further insight into what might unfold in Riyadh. The pair have met 7 times on the WTA Tour, with Swiatek leading the series 5-2. However, Keys' victories were both on hard courts, with the most notable coming at the 2025 Australian Open semifinals, where she saved a match point and demonstrated remarkable resilience and tactical nous. Another significant encounter was at the Madrid quarterfinals in 2025, where Keys convincingly took the first set 6-0 before Swiatek recovered to win the next two sets 6-3, 6-2, showcasing the Polish player's ability to adapt mid-match and her resilience under pressure. Earlier clashes, including the Australian Open, Rome, Madrid, Cincinnati, Indian Wells, and Rome again, reveal a pattern. Swiatek generally dominates on clay and indoor surfaces, while Keys has found opportunities to exploit hard courts when she enters matches with strong preparation and tactical clarity. The nuance here lies in the surface and recent form. Riyadh's conditions are expected to favor a balanced combination of aggression and baseline consistency, which may slightly tip the scales in Swiatek's favor given her success on similar surfaces in the latter half of the season. In terms of playing style, the contrast between Keys and Swiatek is striking. Keys is a heavy hitter with a penchant for flattening ground strokes and taking control of rallies early. Her serve can be a game changer, setting up points to either dominate from the baseline or open the court for angled winners. Swiatek, in contrast, combines power with precision, movement, and a tactical intelligence that allows her to construct points meticulously. She is adept at turning defense into offense, varying spins, exploiting opponent weaknesses, and maintaining composure during extended rallies. Keys' aggressive style can succeed if she imposes it from the outset, but Swiatek's ability to read games, adjust strategies mid-match, and maintain high conversion rates on breakpoints makes her a difficult opponent for any ball striker on the tour. The upcoming match is therefore likely to be a fascinating duel of raw power versus strategic finesse, aggression versus composure, and past triumphs versus present form. From a form perspective, Swiatek's consistency across recent tournaments provides her with a mental edge. Her performance at Wimbledon and her subsequent successes in North America show a player capable of handling pressure, managing fatigue, and sustaining high-intensity rallies over multiple matches. Keys, while experienced and capable of brilliance, has had limited match practice in recent months. Her last competitive outings were months ago, and while her fitness may be intact, she lacks the rhythm and recent competitive exposure that Swiatek brings. This gap could manifest in longer rallies, timing issues, and a slower start in the opening match of the WTA finals. On the other hand, Keys' ability to rise to the occasion in Grand Slam situations suggests she cannot be underestimated. Her mental fortitude and past experiences indicate she could produce moments of brilliance capable of destabilizing Swiatek, particularly in crucial games and tiebreak scenarios. Psychologically, the stakes are significant for both players. Keys is not only looking to make a strong start, but also to announce a return to elite form after her Grand Slam triumph and the subsequent hiatus from competition. Swiatek, meanwhile, carries the weight of expectation as a former champion and one of the leading figures on the tour in 2025. Her objective is clear: to assert dominance early in Group Serena Williams, establish momentum, and build confidence heading into potential semifinals and beyond. Both players understand that early success in round-robin play is crucial for setting the tone of the tournament, managing energy, and navigating the unique format of the WTA finals, where every set and game carries added significance. Tactically, the match promises to be rich with strategic battles. Keys' objective will be to dictate points from the baseline, use her serve to generate openings, and capitalize on Swiatek's early errors. Her best opportunities come when she can maintain aggressive positioning, take initiative in rallies, and exploit any lapses in Swiatek's timing or footwork. Swiatek, conversely, will aim to neutralize Keys' power through precise shot placement, variety in spin, and calculated aggression. She will seek to extend rallies, induce errors, and remain patient while exploiting gaps created by Keys' forward momentum. The mental chess between the two, in combination with the physical demands of Riyadh's conditions, promises a match that could swing in either direction if Keys can generate early breakthroughs or if Swiatek can assert her rhythm and composure from the start. From a statistical perspective, Swiatek's superior win-loss record in 2025, 61-15 compared to Keys' 27-13, highlights her overall consistency, stamina, and capacity to navigate multiple tournaments successfully. She has faced top-tier opposition regularly and emerged victorious in high-pressure situations, indicating that her experience under duress may prove decisive in the high-stakes environment of the WTA finals. Keys' recent lack of match play introduces an element of unpredictability, but historically, she has proven capable of upsetting higher-ranked opponents when rhythm and focus align. These factors suggest a contest that, while seemingly favoring Swiatek on paper, retains the potential for surprise if Keys can harness her aggression and capitalize on the few early opportunities that may present themselves, taking all elements into account: historical head-to-head results, playing styles, recent form, and psychological context. the scales tip slightly in Swiatek's favor. Her superior match fitness, adaptability, and strategic acumen make her a strong candidate to prevail, particularly on a surface that rewards consistent depth, precise shot-making, and patience under pressure. Key strengths in power and aggression, combined with her experience in Grand Slam finals, suggest she will challenge Swiatek and potentially take sets if she finds her rhythm early. However, considering the balance of factors, Swiatek is expected to secure victory in straight sets, asserting her dominance in Group Serena Williams from the outset. The opening match of the WTA Finals in Riyadh is therefore set to be more than a simple contest. It represents a clash of legacies, contrasting styles, and contrasting forms. It is an opportunity for Madison Keys to prove her enduring quality, for Swiatek to assert her current supremacy, and for fans to witness the intersection of tactical intelligence, raw power, and mental resilience. As the players step onto the court and the season's final chapter begins, all eyes will be on this opening match, where every serve, every return, and every rally will contribute to the narrative of a tournament destined to shape the legacy of women's tennis in 2025 and beyond.